Look at my swords. Lots and lots of weapons. Dear, today it's time for me to cut you up. And we're gonna have a meal with all my weapons in front of me.
Oh no, Scotty, don't hurt me.
Don't worry, man. Start with your ass first. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Pick Me Up Scotty. I'm Scotty. Hey, you're watching Bemis. What you see in front of me is my brick sword collection so far. I've got the entire series here in office. A lot of you guys have been ordering the swords on our store, pickmeupscotty.com. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for liking and commenting and even just subscribing to this channel. I'm super happy. These are very small actually, so you know, shipping might be kind of crazy, so you might want to combine 2 or 3 swords together to save on shipping costs. And you know, when you guys were buying them, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna buy some swords for myself, see what it's like. I started with one of these, and then over time I just kept on getting the newer ones, and the whatever was coming out, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna build them. Super fast to build. One thing I noticed between 2 different brands, you have DK and Quanguan, or as they like to call themselves, try to say their name here, Rezema, which is just Quanguan or Rezema. They're both the same thing. So anyway, both of these brands have somehow narrowed it down. They got the concept of how to make a sword, and they're practically like the same build. Repetitive, yes, but design different. So you have a little bit of a different feel each time you're building the sword. So beautiful. They're actually really fun to play with. I am a fan of swords in general. Of course, I never got them for obvious reasons. You know, I don't think you can have a real one swinging around here, especially in Hong Kong. But I was so super glad that I was like, yes, I can build these things and swing them around. And are they playable? Keep watching the video. We're gonna do a test on each one and see how they do. However, these are based on mostly anime and Chinese online games. I'm not a fan of any of them so far, but I just wanted to get it, build it, and I'm here to show you guys what I think. And I quite like them. I might just hang them on my wall, even though I'm not a fan of the game itself. So we're gonna start with the brand I started with, which is DK. And let's look at their first sword. So the first sword I built is from DK. They call it the Nichiren sword. We all know that it's from Demon Slayer. And by the way, these are not licensed swords. So these are unlicensed, so they're just swords. They don't even have anything on their manual here. No description of where it's coming from. So it's kind of obvious that they're shaping and making the swords based on the show. So yeah, anyway, Demon Slayer, first sword. It's this one right here. Yeah. Coolest thing about all the swords is they all have stands, which is really nice. And they have a sheath here to cover your sword. For this specific sword, the unfortunate thing I did not like was the colors. I felt like, oh, the blue and the white made it look so light. I guess it's supposed to be like a heavy duty, crazy looking weapon, right? And the fitting was a little bit tight, and I had a couple of missing pieces, so you might see some gaps. We can always replace those for you, but I just didn't do it in this case. I felt like you can't really tell too much. Shape, the hilt is really cool. Got the flame. I thought that looks pretty badass. But one thing I have noticed with the hilts is that you build one side and you connect them together. These can actually fall apart pretty easily. And how does this one feel when I slide it out? We're gonna do a slide test for you now. Oh, this one is actually a little bit tight. Look at that. I'm using a little bit of force. Oh, and you're gonna see a little sticker right there. No sticker. Do you have to use the stickers? I don't think so. There's stickers there, sticker there. Yeah, they're kind of gonna rub off when you're sliding it in this. This is actually pretty tight, man. And I guess it does loosen up here. That's the other thing. It's gonna loosen up a lot of your bricks. So you do have to be very careful with the sheath part. And let's just show you that first anyway. Got so many swords here. These are really repetitive to build, and they're very hollow on the inside. If I go like that, you can barely see in there, but anyway, oh, tight fit, man. And one thing you gotta be careful for when I was playing around with this, sliding the sword right back in, the ends will always pop off for all of them. They separate the end part and you build it and then you snap it in. These parts will probably be the most frustrating parts to build because they're like really hollow on the inside. There's no support. Once you get them in there, they hold down pretty good. Just be careful for that. You know, it's just the color thing. I was like, oh, I don't know if I like the color of this. I like the color of the sword. I might not like the sticker too much here, the words. I think you don't have to use those stickers. And yeah, you know, once in a while you have to kind of push down on here, make sure nothing's gonna pop off on you. Some of these swords, I think it's DK, uses very small little cylinder pieces. They're kind of like cheating to invert your bricks upside down so that they will be tightened and squeezed together. But they hold really good. Like, see? Nichiren sword, man. Pow! I'm swinging this thing around. Flex. Will it pop off? Yeah, I can see the hilt here wanting to loosen up a little bit. If I go like that, this is your test right here. Make sure it's all right. If I go like that, it's getting loosened up a little bit. So if I just push together, it'll be holding just fine. The handle feels really good, and it looks a little bit shorter as far as the blade goes. You know, these aren't supposed to be to scale, right? Like, Chris, what do you think so far?
Really cool, man.
Cool, right? But it's hard to slide the sucker in. It slides easy there. Once it gets to about here, it gets really tight. It's like, oh, you're gonna hit pieces right there. See, I'm hitting pieces already. So, gotta make sure, squeeze all this together. Nice and tight. And this one, I think it doesn't matter which way it goes because the end is not shaped to the sword. Gotta be careful because the other ones actually have some shape to it. Well, it slides in better this way. Oh, look, I've loosened it up for you guys. Yeah, just needs a little bit of lube. The stand is here, very simple, easy to build the stands, and I think those are stickers, those might be print. I did a pretty good job if that's a sticker. They are the most fragile parts because the stands are just gonna or the holder piece will just pop off on you. So you do have to be careful with that right there. But the sword fits nicely on here, it balances. You can take the sheath off too if you don't want the sheath, and it'll be just fine. So if I went like this, put it here, put it on top of there, it just won't balance properly. Slide over there, like that. Or like that. Can you see it on that camera okay?
Yeah. Perfect.
It might tip over.
Yeah.
But the flame's supposed to be this way. It looks like my flame, did I put the flame backwards on here? And just to go back to the manual really fast. All the manuals for all the brands, totally fine, easy to follow. But it does get repetitive because you're doing like 6 of these on each side, combining them all together and squeezing them down. So the next one from DK is 1506. And this is also part of the Demon Slayer sword, Nichiren sword. They also call this a Nichiren sword. That's the confusing thing, man. All the swords have the same name, but they assume you know who's using the sword, where it's from. This one is actually one of the newer ones, and this one is by far my favorite one. I love this, and I think it's actually the longest. This one slides in and out really easily. You know, I just wish they had like Lord of the Rings, Legend of Zelda, some video game adaptations. Dude, I would so 100% buy those. I'm not an anime guy, but I had to get this. Look how long this thing is. The reach is like super long. There, like, oh, slap this camera over there. I can cut Chris from here. But you can see how long it is there. This one was my favorite one. Doesn't matter which side you put this in. It'll slide in both sides. So it looks like Quan Guan is the one that's doing the shape to the sword. There, easy. This one has the best looking hilt, I think, especially if I go this way and show you here. Yeah, that design is actually pretty sweet, man. Like, yeah, there, wow, look at that, it's pretty cool, man. I loved putting that together. Unfortunately, damn it, man, all stickers, both sides going all the way through. I didn't actually have the stickers on here, but Chris was like, Scotty, you got to put the stickers on because the stickers actually represent the show that they're from to be more recognizable. I personally feel like you don't have to use the stickers. It'll just be really plain. If you just want a little sword to swing around and be like, whew. So again, here's the flex test. Fine. Hit it on the table. Ooh, it sounds like it wants to loosen up. You still have to be a little bit careful. The stickers probably help hold this thing down. Handle is fine. I was actually missing a piece on the other side that reflects this here on this side, the mirror piece. So I have it somewhere in the spares. I'll find it later. More stickers there are the triangle pieces or the arrows. But I mean, it looks really nice. I like this one quite a lot. The sticker does kind of help. And the sheath is pretty plain, pretty straightforward. Same deal. The end part here gets built separately. Be very careful when you're doing that one together. But you can see, I can be like, yeah, ninja. Oh, see, the hilt. There, I showed you guys. That will pop off on you. Thank you, Chris. So you can see right there. So that's what I mentioned earlier. It's always the hilt. Gotta be careful that things will fly off. There, it's easy to put back on. So I got that back on here. Don't push too hard or it'll fly off. But yeah, as you saw, like, and I like here where the color changes from the bricks. So you go from black to gray. and I'm popping the hilt off again. Just be careful with these. These are brick built. Here's the stand. Same deal. Very easy to build these things, and you just have to be careful because the weight of the sword will knock these pieces off. But you know, very, very easy to build a stand. I'm just glad each one of these swords have all these stands. Oh look, I just found that piece. This little tiny piece. This is what I was talking about right here. That's a tiny piece that holds inverted bricks to each other. It's kind of crazy. Here's the book for the Nichiren sword, or Demon Slayer. They have a bunch more. Oh, there you go. There's an example of how repetitive it can get. They have a bunch more swords, and I haven't got them all yet. But as far as I know, DK is a little bit more enjoyable, or the newer stuff I think is more solid. They're like, okay, we know how to refine this now. Now it's time to look at Quan Guan. First sword we're going to look at is a super, super itty bitty small sword, and they call this the Heavenly Lock Slashing the Moon. Here's the booklet for it. This is Quan Guan 726, and this one is actually based on Bleach. Now this is not a full blade. This is actually pretty small, and it was really fast to put together. This one does not have a sheath. It only has a sword on the stand. I'll pull it up here. This is it. Look how small this is, tiny. I'm pretty sure DK might have the full version. I had to double check, or you guys can look on the store and see what you think. But this is super small. If you don't have a lot of room, this is great. It's like a little, almost like a little dagger. I love how they just put the chain here on the end, the dangly chain right there. Looks good. And no stickers on this, thank goodness. Though that's how plain it will look though. And I like the pieces here on the handle. And the hilt. Yeah, no, Chris is looking at me like, that symbol. But it's like a Buddhist symbol, right? Peace sign. Test. Simple, man. So tiny. Only problem is the hilt, again, can pop off. And I actually lost one side of it. I don't know where it is, but I was able to rebuild it using my spares. So be careful for those pieces. Did I have any missing pieces for this? I think only the DK ones I was missing a piece. But anyway, this is from the anime cartoon show Bleach, and you probably want the full one. I like the size of this. It's like a small little dagger. Kids can play with this one for sure. Like, this is so small. It's like a little baby stand there for this dagger. Damn it, man. I need some big axes and stuff, man. Seriously, we need like Lord of the Rings in here. They do have the Frostborn sword from World of Warcraft, supposedly from World of Warcraft, which is actually massive. A lot of you have fed back to me, like that one was really, really good. So I'll probably review those with the next batch of swords. If you want me to, let me know. More swords? You guys want to see more swords? I'm pretty sure I've shown you this box before, but here's the box for the little itty bitty dagger, the Bleach sword. Dude, this thing got so dinged up, man. But anyway, yeah, without the box, the thing will be like only about this size. Really, really small stuff. But anyway, there you go. It's 373 pieces, if you wanted to know how many pieces that one was. So now the next sword we're looking at, it's this one from Quan Guan, number 723, 778 pieces. This is also Demon Slayer unlicensed. Of course, they won't show that on here. To me, it's just a big sword, man. I'm having fun with these swords. This is what the box looks like. Again, without the box, the set can collapse down very small into here. The inner box. One, there's supposed to be a number 1, but anyway, this is a number 2. They put the bags for number 2 and the bags for number 1 separately from each other. Nice packaging. This is the manual right here. I like the colors and the butterflies. Here we go. Very, very repetitive, but very small. You're gonna get through these in no time. But that is this one, which is probably my second favorite. I think I quite like this one. What I don't like about it? Damn stickers, man. Big sticker going along there. Stickers along the hilt, on the little butterfly parts there, and the little triangles there. But once again, Chris is like, gotta put the stickers on here to show them. This one is very tight to open as well. Oh man. You might want to push down on bricks on here. Be careful when you slide this one out. This one has a very odd shape, if I remember. Yeah, those are stickers there. See if I pull it out. Oh. And it only goes in one way because the end has the shape of the sword here. Popped this thing off so many times just because I was having too much fun swinging this thing around. There we go. Take it out, put this back on the stand here. Yeah, look at this. Okay, so this one has a very unique shape to it. It kind of goes down, back up here, up there, whatever that is. it's still fun to build. I was like, yo, hey man, test. Yeah, hit the door there, fine. Here's the camera there, here's the hilt, sticker, 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 and it's kind of bubbling up. At least it's holding it down, right? Sticker, you might not want to use this one. Don't use the name because it's gonna rub off for sure. The handle ones I think are actually pretty okay. Color-wise, I like the color. I think it looks really cool. Again, you got the black here, a little bit of silver, the side of the handle here, a little bit of this teal or orange with it. That's pretty cool, man. I like this. Oh. The sheath is really nice. It looks nice inside this one. If you didn't put the sticker on, it'd probably be a little bit more plain. And I like this gold piece, but once again, don't pop it in all the way. You'll pop that sucker off. Is it easy to slide back in? You know, you might want to do the whole thing where, yeah, I can see the bricks getting a little bit loose. Just kind of shift down on here. And I bet you it'll slide in a little bit better. Yeah, it's better now. Yeah, so you have to apply pressure to the bricks. And it might loosen up the sheath because it's the same deal where you build like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and they all kind of snap together. Push down too tight and things might get caught inside. So far, so good. It's a little bit tight there. So there you go. That is the other Guangguan. So the last sword we're looking at is actually from a Chinese anime called Scissor 7, which you can actually watch now on Netflix. I guess it's popular there. And this is the booklet to show you. I don't have the box for this one. The box should be almost the same. They're more tedious work. And the thing is I have a box for another set that someone ordered from us. And this one looks like it used glow in the dark bricks. This is also from Scissor 7?
I think so, right?
Yeah, I don't know. If it's not glow in the dark bricks sticker, but I definitely know Guangguan has a couple swords, or DK has a sword that uses glow in the dark bricks. There's your dimensions right there. Cool. Oh look, there's one more box sitting here. I haven't even reviewed this one yet. Okay, so a lot of people are looking at this one on our store too. This is from DK. This is from One Piece. Yamato, the Yamato sword. I'm pretty sure this is One Piece. This is 1502, 936 pieces. I like the shimmering look of this box. It looks so nice. I'll take this one home and build it for the next batch of reviews. So there's the inner boxes there to show you guys. Cool. Okay, back to Scissor 7. Anyone watch this show? I haven't. Will I watch it? Probably not. What do I think of this one? I like this one a lot, except, oh, the stickers. So use this chrome sticker, or shiny, but it bubbles up. And you got to be an expert putting on stickers, man. And the handle too is like a big sticker that goes across there. It's on both sides. I like this part though, the little eye right there. That is a sticker. Why did they use a sticker? They couldn't use a stud piece there. That's unfortunate. There you go. Shiny, at least it shines. And if I open it up, is it loose? Yeah, very loose. More stickers there. Ah, I did a terrible job on that. There's the other side there. Oh man, here we go. Same deal. Be careful how you open it because it slants there. Put it in the wrong way and it won't fit. Oh, satisfaction. This one's pretty good, man. I like the feel of this one. This one actually feels more medieval style, especially with the hilt, which is very simple. I think this one was a little bit tricky to make sure it all fits. It's a little bit tight to fit there. That's pretty good. Like here, test. Yeah, nothing's breaking off yet. Swing this around. You can swing them pretty fast, but look at that flex. These are brick. These are not sword toys, boys. Don't be fighting with each other. Might be actually pretty cool to fight Chris with this. You get a sword, I get a sword, we fight each other. See whose sword will last the longest. But who wants to pick up all these pieces? No one. I like that this one's all silver. They didn't use any black pieces compared to the other ones. And I actually like the color. It almost has like a neon look. If you didn't use a sticker, it'd be more plain, but it still has a nice look to it without them. And if I put it back in here, if I put it the wrong way, that's what happens. It doesn't fit in all the way. There's a gap right there. And if you push it, we're like, oh, it's not fitting, and you push it, that end will go flying off. So be careful with that. Put it back here. Let me show you the stand that it comes with. Once again, these pieces can come off very easy. So these are only for displaying and holding up the swords. But very, very easy. They're almost exactly the same the way that they're built. And there you guys go. Look, we're all done with the swords. It is now time for dimensions. I don't have my bricks. Swords are too long anyway, so we're gonna use the old school style measuring tape. and we're gonna just do the length for these so you guys can see if you can hang this on your wall. We'll start in order the swords that I built. So this one here is the Nichiren sword, DK1, is around 27 inches by length, around 69 centimeters. Yeah, good. Okay, the next one, this bad boy, woo, go all the way here. That is around 38 inches, or yeah, 38, and about 97 centimeters. Now we're going back to the itty bitty sword here, and this one is around, ooh, I'd say 21 inches, around 54 centimeters in length. This one, Mr. The butterfly one, is about 35 inches in length and about 89 centimeters. And finally, this crazy one here, oh, we go like that, it's a little bit less. It's like, oh, it's like 35. 35, then this one was, well, it's almost the same, but it looks shorter. Okay, we'll just say it's about the same. 35 inches there, around 89 centimeters. That's your length. So you guys can just totally hang these on the wall if you want to. I would advise hanging on the wall. Don't use the stands. And they'll look amazing. Boy, Chris, it's gonna be fun swinging these things around. Okay, guys, so instead of doing a drop test, I'm gonna stand here, I'm gonna open up the swords, I'm gonna smack it on this Lego head that you see right there in slow motion. We're gonna do a durability test on the sword, one hit each, and I'll hit it with a sheath as well, all right? Sheath, that's it, right? I don't know. You know me, I don't know my sword. So here you go, first sword. Cheering. Just a bit here, I'm gonna whack it. That didn't survive. Poor Chris has to do the close-up shots for these. Next sword. I'm scared for the sheath now, man. Same deal. Here we go. Hey. Oh. On to DK. Bleach time. No sheath, thank goodness. Move the head a little bit here. 1, 2. Sure you don't want to do B-rolls for these first, huh, Chris? Ooh. I'm being more gentle with this one. Was actually pretty good. This one, not so much. Hey, okay. This one's good, guys. Last one. Oh, I know this one's gonna fall apart, man. Here we go. Hi-ya. Oh, shit. Pieces loosened up a little bit on the swords. They're actually not too bad. It's just sheath. I told you guys, like the end or the sheath, whatever you call it. This part will always pop off. Almost all of them have damage except for one. So now it's just making sure I got all the pieces here. And I'm gonna rebuild them. I'm hanging them on the wall. But there you go, my brick sword collection. Just to show you guys, you have your sword collection. Put some links, let me know in the comments. If you bought these from us or bought them wherever you bought them from, let me know what you think too. I think these are actually amazing. Right, dear?
Oh yes, of course they are. I can't stop staring at them.
It's time to go cut you up, man. Let's have some lunch. Until next time, you guys. Bring me out. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
No, seriously, Scotty, what a waste of space, man. Seriously gonna hang those up? Yeah,